Sports. It's the Vikings holding on to the football as we jump into the action in the first quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now it's Darnold. He's got it.
And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it,
now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Caleb Shudak on to try the point after.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
as that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On first down, Darnold.
This will be caught. Judy.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a first and goal. To throw is Darnold. Reaching up for it, and he's got it. A great effort there with an acrobatic catch.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Shudak for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited. But so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco.
And he stopped immediately there. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
To throw, it's Williams. And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the tight end is certainly a position.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Darnold on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Again, Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Back to throw, Darnold. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first and 10, Darnold.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To the air again, Darnold.
That's Bourne. Got it on the slant.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Darnold.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Now Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. A first down throw, Darnold.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
High throw, but the catch is made. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Darnold on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Being just short of... Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Throwing again is Darnold.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught. He's into space past the 25.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Rondale Moore.
58 yards.
And the Vikings have...
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the... Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll fake it on a jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Darnold. Able to find Judy. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Now Darnold.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Here's Darnold.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this.
So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll go to Barkley again. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Darnold.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the ramp. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Vikings,
I need it. Catch.